Guys, so I'm all for high mileage training, but when you're building mileage, you have to do it slowly. All right, you gotta train with the long term mindset. Do you know what I mean? Like you can't be going to say, "Oh, I'm doing 10 miles this week, then 10 the next, then 30 the next, then 40 the next." Like what in what 9 weeks you'll get up to 100-mile weeks. Do you know what I mean? Is that a good idea in 2 months time? Like two months and 1 week. So it's December. So by like say the 10th of February, you're doing 100-mile weeks. That's not a good idea. Do you can't. People have been training for years and slowly built up to 100-mile weeks. You need to build up slowly, patiently. Because that's the thing. For my all my years of experience running, my 8 years experience, I know that you know um, you have to be patient. You have to train for the long term. If you train for the short term, well, it's not really worth it. Like you might get a small improvement, and then not go anywhere after that. Like you might be say a 16-minute 5K runner now. Maybe you train like a lunatic for a couple months. You get down to like 15:20, 15:30, but then you plateau. You just stay there. You can't get any faster. Do you know what I mean? That's what it's like. And you have to train sensibly. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, slowly build up the mileage. I know an example. Guy called Eamon Coughlin. He's an Irish runner from the 70s and the 80s. He got a scholarship to the University of Villanova in 1971 as an 18-year-old. And the thing is, up to this point, he had only been doing 35-mile weeks, which is not a lot. I would have thought he'd be doing more than that. But he went over to Villanova, and the guys at Villanova were doing 100-mile weeks, 100. So they were doing like nearly three times as much as what he was doing, and he jumped straight into that amount of mileage, and he got injured, and he's out the whole year, and he had a really bad time, and he even went home in March and wanted to drop out, but with persuasion from his parents, his girlfriend, and his coach Jumbo Elliott, he went back for a second year, and it all worked out after that. But do you know what I mean? It all very nearly went wrong for him, simply because he increased his mileage too fast. So he came back the next year, and he increased his mileage slowly, and he didn't have the same injury problems, and he got up to 100-mile weeks, no problem. Do you know what I mean? So that's what you got to do. There's like a rule. It's like a 10% rule or something like that. Increase your mileage by no more than 10% each week. So let's say you're doing 40-mile weeks. 10% of 40 miles is 4 miles. So you add 4 miles to your 40 miles, and you get 44 miles. Do you know what I mean? So that's the thing. You gotta be patient, take your time, and just train consistently. Really, consistency is the key, and a lot of people don't seem to get this.